All right, gentlemen, ladies, whoever happen to be watching this channel, let's get right into it. Your boy went missing for a few weeks just because I needed to focus more on the things that are important in life, focus on my goals, focus on my purpose, my drive, yada, yada, yada. All that good shit, all right? So I made a number of changes over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Of course, I'm still going strong on this whole NOFAP semen retention streak. Um, and again, like I said in my previous video, I don't plan on wasting my seed anytime soon. Another thing that I'm going to go ahead and just get straight into it. On this journey, you're going to notice a lot of things. One of the quote unquote, I guess you could say, benefits and downsides, the longer you retain, or just depending on your natural energetic level, is that sometimes people are going to be fighting to look you in your eyes. And I used to be the type of man, and sometimes I still am. I used to be the type of man who never shied away from eye contact, never did any of that because it subconsciously sends off a signal of weakness. But that applies when you're not retaining your seed. When you are retaining your seed, the eyes more so become the window to the soul. And sometimes people can rob you of your energy. And again, I know this sounds woo-woo or yada-yada to a lot of guys out there, but it's the truth. It's what I've at least found to be true, and a number of other YouTubers have found to be true. So when you're on a long journey, sometimes people will literally try to look you directly in your eyes just to kind of feel that energy. And the eyes are the windows to the soul. And everybody does not deserve to peer into your soul. Everybody does not deserve to get that energy just by maintaining eye contact with a man on a long street. Especially a woman. Especially a woman, bro. I've had women break their necks trying to look me in my eyes, trying to get all up on me. I've had women who straight up won't but look me in my eyes because they know what time it is, man. When you're on this journey, they know what time it is. Whether they can consciously see it or not, whether they consciously recognize it or not, and most of the time it won't be conscious, they know what time it is. And I guess you could say that's one of the benefits of being on the street. You're going to attract a lot of women who will try to fight to maintain eye contact with you. People in general, men, and in my humble opinion, everybody, I'm not about to sit here and do a staring contest with everybody. In fact, over the past 2 or 3 weeks, the only people who have directly seen my eyes have been my mother and my sisters. I've been rocking the whole sunglasses and concealed eyes probably for the better part of 2 weeks now. And the deeper I get into my journey, I know why this is. And when you know your power, man, and this goes beyond semen retention and NoFap. On a spiritual level, when you know your power and you know the gifts that you bring to this planet, to this plane of existence, you look for any and all avenues to protect your energy. And I'm very, very big on protecting my energy. Prime example, I was hanging out with some close female platonic friend girls the other day, and I had my sunglasses on then, and it drove them nuts. They could not stand that they could not look me in my eyes because, again, I'm a man. I'm very, very much strong with my eye contact, and I maintain eye contact, and it drove them nuts, man. And if that drove them nuts, and these are just platonic friends, what do you think is going to do to women who are potential romantic interest? They want to see into your eyes because they need that energy exchange. And for most women out here these days, a look in their direction or locking eyes with a high value man, rest in peace Kevin Samuels, you can cancel me if you want, don't care. They try to lock eyes with a quote unquote high value man or a man who is high value, and that look and that energy exchange alone, sometimes that's enough for them. They've gotten exactly what they wanted, which was your time and your eyesight and your attention. And then it's game over. So that's why I don't advocate for going out gawking and looking at every woman and having staring contests with people, man. Like, no. The eyes are the windows to the soul. I've been very much on my Michael Jackson wave these days. Sunglasses everywhere I go. And, it's mainly for me. And especially for the astrology buffs out there, especially as we go through this Mercury retrograde and this total eclipse, man. People off they shit right now. Energetically, people are off their shit. People are everywhere, and people are looking for the quote-unquote leaders or the men who have it together, or the people in general who have it together, dare I say, to fucking take energy. And that's just the truth, man. Again, I know I sound woo-woo, but it's the truth from a spiritual perspective and from a bigger point of view perspective. That is what this existence is all about. So, I don't give away my eye contact anymore. I don't. I refuse to. And I know some red pill coaches or some pickup artist coaches will go, oh, golly gee, if you break eye contact with a woman, she won. And generally speaking, I agree with that if you are attracted to her and if you want to pursue her. What am I locking eyes with a woman for that I'm not even interested in pursuing or I'm interested in approaching, whatever? Why would I do that? Well, what? We about to play the I game. I see you. I see you. Who has time for that, dude? I don't. Niggas who around me, we're YouTube, we're PC. Men around me don't have time for that. We don't do that shit, bro. We don't do that. We don't have to engage in eye contact contest with you. Okay. Now I got a quick little woman attraction story. Because again, that seems to be what you guys like. So I'm gonna mix the metaphysical, the spiritual fitness into these women attraction stories. You sickos. All right, so the story goes like this. So I was walking. I was walking from a restaurant, and I was going to pick up a cookie. Standard after I've been clean the whole week. And then this woman, she directly walks into my path. She sees me from far off and directly walks into my path. And I'm not sure if she wanted me to avoid her or, just wanted some attention. It could have been both. But I had time that day. So I kept going, and then boom, I kind of ran right into her or whatever. And she did the whole, oh, I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, that's, you're fine, cool, whatever. And then so she goes, if I'm fine and I'm cool, if all that's fine and cool, let me get your Snapchat. And I was like, nah, I'm cool on that. I'm good on that. And she didn't flip out, but you could tell the energy immediately shifted. Because I went from, damn, this dude, ooh, he's the finest thing walking right now, to the next thing next to Satan, purely because I rejected and I curved her. And you're going to face this a lot when you're on this journey. When you curve a woman on this journey, bro, you're going to run into a lot of situations in which she may flip the switch on you. She very well may cause a scene. So you got to be really mindful. You have to be aware of that energy, man. And the longer you stay on the streak and the longer you stay on the journey, the more you'll kind of be able to decipher that energy. And another story I have is in the gym. Always in the gym. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot of the gym in my car making this video now. But so anyways, I was just stretching. This happened about maybe a week or so ago, right? So I'm stretching in the stretching area, doing my thing or whatever, just kind of vibing out to the music that I'm listening to. And I ain't gonna lie, it was this chick, this little white chick. She was using the stretching machine or whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, testosterone was getting the best of me that day. The lust was getting the best of me that day. But baby was so looking good doing them stretches. And so we kind of lock eyes for a little bit. And she starts, doing more stretching, yada, yada, yada. And so I'm like, oh, okay, I know what time it is. I know exactly what time it is. You know how women sometimes they'll do a little stretch and they will highlight what they perceive to be the best parts of their body. Most of the time it's going to be the ass. Most of the time it's going to be the titties or the ass. Just the kind of disclaimer there. So anyways, I'm chit-chatting with baby or whatever. After we lock eyes, I go, hey, what's up? What you working on today? By the way, guys, like I said, for you guys who like to do pickup in the gym, what are you working on today is like one of the best openers you could have, because especially if you're genuinely interested in what she's working on that day, you never know. Maybe y'all can get together and have a workout together. Whatever. I don't advocate for that, but for you boys who are high on that shit, more power to you. Anyway, so we chit-chatting or whatever, talking for a little bit, and then I hit her with the okay, cool, let me have your number or whatever, etc., etc. And then she hit me with the, I'm actually in town. I'm actually here working out with my boyfriend's mom and yada yada yada. Which again, I didn't care. It meant nothing to me. So we kind of kept chit chatting or whatever. She was like, yeah, my boyfriend's mom's actually like over there. So the boyfriend's mom eventually comes into the area, and we're kind of still talking or whatever, because she kept prolonging the conversation even after she was like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And at that point I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So the mom comes over, and I started chit chatting both of them, just talking to both of them, whatever, yada yada yada. But I could tell like this chick was feeling me. Like I could tell like she was eyeing me. She was doing all this shit. She was definitely feeling me. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So anyways, we chatted for a little while. And as soon as her mom left, man, as soon as her boyfriend's mom left out of the vicinity. Yeah, so, yeah, can I have your number? And usually old me would be like, now why was that? What? She's playing games. Yada, yada, yada. Look, man, you're only as faithful as your options. And women are very big on scenery. They know who's in the vicinity. If she with her man or with somebody that is close to her man or anything to get her exposed, bro, she ain't going. But if she can momentarily, she finds any little moment to get away with it, rest assured she gonna do it. And all this really does have to do with the fact that I'm on this long ass street. And so anyways, I gave her my number or whatever. Didn't really care, because I was just like, okay, cool. I more or less did it to prove a point, to say, these women, they quote unquote have boyfriends, and it doesn't mean shit. It genuinely does not mean shit. If she choosing and you her type, bruh, you getting it. It is what it is. That's exactly how they move these days. And the quicker y'all accept that as men, the quicker, the better off y'all be. Probably stop crying and all this shit out here. But anyways, so baby, just like, yeah, I'll text you, purely for, advice purposes. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, baby, I understand what plausible deniability is. You say whatever you got to say in your head to justify you about to cheat. That's on you. That sin and that blood is not on my hand. I'll Pontius Pilate my hands of the situation when it comes to that. I ain't fucking him. You are. I owe nothing to him. You do. And that's just the moral way I view relationships and romance these days. And so anyways, to continue the story, she waited a week or so, whatever, to text me. Again, I wasn't even looking for it, wasn't checking for it. And she randomly hit me up. Hey, blah, 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 blah. We didn't talk long enough. It sure wasn't sending me winky faces and shit. Oh, we didn't talk long enough, and we definitely should get together, blah, 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 blah. Are you free for coffee? And, like, tomorrow? Hey, baby, you don't just schedule shit with me. I have life. I have things going on. I have other women vying for my attention. You don't just leapfrog those women who have already more or less proven themselves. But see, this is the mentality that a lot of women have. They're very arrogant in that respect. Now, you let me randomly hit up a chick or whatever on some, hey, I just met you, blah, 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 blah. And I know she got a man, but yeah, we getting a coffee tomorrow. Could it work? Is she super attractive? Absolutely. But 9 times out of 10, that woman is immediately going to start playing games because I've shown super high interest too early. So anyways, I set up a date with her or whatever, and just as I was about to get ready to flake on her, she was, something came up and blah blah blah. And usually when they got men, they'll do that. They guilt to start eating their ass and get in their head and shit. Which again, I didn't care about. So she gave me the rain check date, which if she doesn't say anything along the lines of, hey, can we make it up on this date and the third? She ain't interested, bro. She's interested in wasting your time. So anyways, the rain check day that she gave me, it legitimately didn't work for me. And I haven't responded to her, haven't hit her up, none of that, because I don't care. I mainly did it to prove a point. And if I do anything, it's just gonna be just to get the skins. And I'm really not in that mode right now. And then B, it reiterated what I already knew, bro. A lot of y'all girls out here single when you ain't around. And when she comes across a man that is on retention and on NOFAP and retaining his seed and not focusing on lust and not focusing on all this bullshit out here, bro, she gonna fold. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. She gonna fold. So, man, y'all boys, get on. Y'all stay on the streaks, man. Y'all want to see all these women attraction benefits, but y'all don't want to deal with the pitfalls that come with it. Y'all don't want to accept the fact of the reality is, for the most part, this dating shit out here is dead, bro. It's dead, and it ain't coming back no time soon. It's because we are in a fallen world that's fallen into the hands of a fallen being. And that's just the truth, man. Stay on y'all purpose, man. Continue to hold your seed. Continue to not bust nuts. Continue to not beat off the porn. Continue not to waste your energy with women. And then the more y'all get deep into this, and especially on the metaphysical level, you'll see everything I mean about the eyes, about the glow. Like, I'm glowing now. It's 7 o'clock in the evening and I'm glowing now. And I truthfully believe all that is because of retention. Okay? And for you astrology boys, we in Mercury retrograde right now. We are in a total eclipse right now. Now's the time to be figuring out how you want the next 6 and 7 months to go. Now's the time to clear up some shit and move on with some shit, okay? All right, stay on y'all's purpose, man, and I'll hit y'all sometime soon, okay?